So yeah, this experience really taught me that I can write a book and I can write it fast and it can be a really decent first draft. Oh, no touching. Hi, say hi to everyone. Hey friends, it's December. We made it through NaNoWriMo. I wanted to give everybody a short update of what happened after my last video that I posted about halfway through the month, share what I learned from NaNoWriMo, and talk a little bit about where things are gonna go from here. First off, I was running several thousand words behind schedule when I last reported, but I'm very pleased to say that I just knuckled down, I got diligent, I managed to catch up. I think I expected myself to decide just not to follow through because we had just moved and there was a lot of stress going on. There's a lot of stress with family and I just thought I can't see how I'm gonna make it through the month of November and be able to keep that a priority. Oh, me of little faith. My husband helped me carve out the time, and now I can officially say that I am a 2019 NaNoWriMo winner. I feel super proud of myself, and even more, I'm just really pleased with the actual book that came out of this. I've mentioned before that using Save the Cat Writes a Novel to outline this book worked out really, really well for me, and it just continued to be that way. There's these different things I put in my survival kit to try and help me if in case I got stuck, and the truth was I just didn't end up needing any of them because my outline was so clear to me that I just wrote what the outline said. And even if it started out a little sluggish because I wasn't feeling super inspired in the moment, I just got things rolling and it got done. I think that the extra motivation of knowing that, you know, I needed to work around baby's schedule kind of gave me a little bit of extra motivation to be diligent. So that might have been a new feature that was different than the last time I was really writing in my life. But it really did just flow so easily, very stunningly. I mean, totally a first draft. Not at all saying that it's like this perfect piece of work or anything like that. But I felt good about just about everything that I wrote. And I got some kind of awesome validation after the fact because my husband wanted to read it when I was done. He got sucked into it and stayed up till 1 a.m., which is really early for us, or really late for us, because he couldn't put it down. He really enjoyed it. And that's a really good sign to me. He said it never got slaggy or slow. So I was really pleased to have that because that's something I've really struggled with in my past books is maintaining that really good pacing. So overall, NaNoWriMo has been an awesome experience for me this year. It really helped me make that paradigm shift of just really how much writing can get done in a short period of time when you know what you're going to be writing. I was really excited to win NaNoWriMo, and I came in like right at the finish line. I had 1,500 words to write on the last day, and I got it done and promptly got horrendously sick. I knew I was fighting something, but it's like the release of stress of, oh, I'm done. And I went and got my little Nano certificate online and posted it on Facebook for my friends and family. And like all of the sick that I had been like fighting through Thanksgiving, I just crashed. I spent almost an entire Sunday in bed, just so sick. Luckily, I was like almost all the way better the next day. Stress, right? But I was really excited to finish NaNoWriMo because I told my husband I want my reward for beating NaNoWriMo, for winning, to be to get one of the NaNoWriMo sweatshirts because I really like that style of sweatshirt, as you can see. And I'm in Oregon where now I'm freezing all the time. Anyways, I was all excited, but they sold out. Like when I finally went, oh, I'm just gonna go get it because I'm gonna win and I don't want them to sell out, they had sold out. Thanks, Nano. So now I need to come up with a new prize. I don't really know what I want. I don't know. Maybe I should just count all the stuff I bought for Black Friday as my prize because I didn't really have it budgeted ahead of time. I digress. The success of this NaNoWriMo using this outline really confirmed what I hoped it would confirm, that this is really the right path for me in fixing some of the weaknesses that I have in writing. And with that, coming out of NaNoWriMo, I've decided that I'm going to, I don't even want to say it because it's such a huge undertaking to me, probably more emotionally than actual work, although it's a lot of work. I've been working on the same novel for 7 years, maybe. It's called The Redemption of Emmerich, and I can't even breathe. I need to do some stress clearing work on this. I've been working on it for a long time, and I've done a lot of iterations that have made it better and better and better and tightened things up and made the flow of things better. But the truth is, it still is not right. The story that I wrote doesn't keep a pace well. So I've known for a long time that it needs changes, and so I keep trying to change it without overhauling everything. But seeing how well this NaNoWriMo went. My husband and I have talked it over, and right now the plan is that we are going to completely re-outline the book, to totally restructure the outline as much as it needs to, even if it's going to change big aspects of the book or maybe even massive plot points, and then to essentially rewrite the book. I imagine that there will be pieces that I will keep because the book isn't bad. There are scenes that I'm really proud of, that really communicate a lot of what I want, that I do want to maintain, but I'm going to treat it more or less like a rewrite, pulling those pieces in rather than starting with my current draft and just trying to tweak it. And I'm very intimidated by this process. This book is currently 160,000 words, whereas my NaNoWriMo project, The Age Seekers, that literally turned out to be a 50,000 word book. I think it came in at 50,017 words. So Redemption of Emmerich is 3 times longer, and it feels like a massive undertaking, but I feel like it's the right thing to do because I feel like this is the right story for me to write, but it just needs a big enough change that I think that I just won't be able to shoehorn my current draft into what I want it to be to fix those things. I think it will feel shoehorned. I don't think that my end product will be able to really stand on its own without honestly taking another 7 years or something like that. And I don't want to do that. This book has taken, it's been a great learning process, but this book, it's taken long enough in this particular phase. So that's what my current project is moving forward. The Age Seekers is actually going to be set on the shelf for now because it technically falls after the trilogy that I'm starting, and there are a few characters that cross over. So it's really not a very good debut novel. At least I don't think so. My husband thinks that it could stand on its own fairly well, but I think it'll be a better addition to the world that I'm writing in as opposed to a main storyline. Me and my husband started on the project of putting Roe through the Save the Cat outline and seeing what really could stay or what's important to us to stay, and it was quite overwhelming. There was progress that we made, but I was having a really hard time wrapping my head around what some of the changes would mean for other parts of the book, and so I think it's just gonna have to be a little bit more tactile than we did it at the time doing this. Would love if any of you guys have done a massive overhaul like this with your book. I would love any ideas that you have or any suggestions, any words of caution, any words of wisdom from your own experience would be awesome. Point me to any of your videos where you really hashed through that. But I think that that's going to be a little bit of a focus for me in some of my upcoming videos. I'm going to talk a little bit about the process that I'm going through and what's working and what's not. Aside from the stress that it's creating, I really am looking forward to the project because I really, really love It's the dumbest sneeze I think I've ever done. And so first and foremost, I am just really excited about being able to give this some real love that might actually fix some of the problems, not just sort of fix them. I'm gonna sneeze again. Ugh. I'm gonna be sorting out what my goals are gonna be for the next few months. Oh my gosh, I think I might sneeze again. Because we are heading into the holiday season and I am expecting the next few weeks to be very busy. But I feel so motivated knowing that so much progress can be made in such a short period of time, and that makes me not want to lose too much momentum. So I will catch you guys up in the next video with what I actually decide, and hopefully by then I'll have a little bit better idea of how often I should be posting and what my focus will be really for posting. If I'm going to be able to do it really about this big overhaul or what. So I'm going to figure all of that out hopefully soon. I'm also hopefully going to be able to catch up on people's videos. I've just been AWOL from all of it for weeks. I'd love to know if you guys have any advice for me about this whole rewrite that I'm going to do of my big massive novel. I guess it's not that massive. There's longer books, but you know what I mean. It's massive for me. So if you guys have any advice, I'd love to hear it. Also, how are you doing after NaNoWriMo? Feeling motivated, feeling burnt out? I kind of got all mine done in a 24-hour period of being horrendously sick. So I'm back to motivated, but how are you guys doing and all that jazz? So until next time, hopefully not too long from now, happy holidays and take care.